At some point as a Twitch streamer, you will have a solid base community of people that not only enjoy spending time with you, but also want to support you with subs or tips. The way you react and foster a deeper relationship with these people can incentivize them to support your content more or to stay away from your channel. How do we give back to subs and tippers in a way that incentivizes them and genuinely expresses your gratitude? What's up guys, it's ashnichrist and welcome back to my channel where I teach you to pursue your dreams and learn to stream. Whenever it comes to incentivizing or thanking people for subscribing or tipping, I think the first thing that people really need to focus on is that a lot of the time, even if you have incentives up, people aren't going to fill out the information to get the incentives because they just are genuinely supporting your content because they love what they've already seen and what they've already gotten. So a part of this might be that you need a mindset shift that is going to better understand how people truly already feel about your content and the things that you've already given them. So it's not necessarily that you even need to do something for them, it's that they're already so genuine and appreciative of what you have done for them, so that makes them want to subscribe or want to tip you. But if you want to deepen the relationship with them and you want to incentivize people to support the community more and to kind of further your goals and to support your vision and your mission, having rewards for people is a great way to do that. The first thing that you need to do is to just be genuinely grateful when you get a new subscriber or you get a new tip. Being able to express that genuine gratefulness on camera is definitely a skill. Like, we've all seen those girls that they'll get $1,000 tip and then they start rolling around on the ground, right? Like, I used to be one of them too, trust me. But the way that you react to somebody supporting your channel financially can completely impact your public image and the feeling that somebody is going to get about how genuine and authentic you are as a streamer. So a good rule of thumb is if you want to be known as somebody who has over-the-top reactions about things, whether that's in the game or to subscribers or to donators, being one of those people that just screams about their new subscriptions, their new donations, can be a really kind of on-brand move for you. But that isn't necessarily how you have to react, and sometimes if you overdo it, it can come across as inauthentic and not genuine, and it can turn certain people off to your content. So it really depends, and this is a decision that you have to make, is what kind of community do you want to grow? Whenever I was overreacting to tips and subscribers, it definitely incentivized people to feel like they wanted to do it more because they got to see me kind of freak out about it. But it also, looking back on it now and the way that I expressed myself during that time, it did come across as kind of disingenuous, and it kind of put this barrier between me and my audience. So just decide on your own what you really feel the most connected to, if you want to be an over-the-top kind of person or if you don't. The second thing that you need to think about whenever you are making rewards for subscribers and tippers is that you want to make sure that the rewards are scalable. Okay, what happens if you randomly get 50 subs in a day and you agreed to send all of your subs a perler art design? Like, what are you gonna do? Now you are so just over the top buried in these perler designs that you have to do, and you're probably not even gonna get through all of them. Maybe your stream for the next 2 months is gonna be you making perler art stuff. So think about scalability in the long term. What do you, whenever you have 500 viewers, you have 1,000 viewers, what kinds of things can you do for people that are still going to be a reward for them but isn't going to change your workload depending on how many people have subscribed? And then the third thing that you want to think about is that you want these rewards to be an extension of the value that you are, I almost forgot what I was going to say, but you want them to be an extension of the value that you are already giving people. So for most streamers, their value is relational value, and that means that you are taking a ton of time growing a community because you want people to know you as a person, because you want to develop relationships with people. For most people, their value is that relational value. So how do you make a sub or tip reward that is scalable, that expresses your relational value, and also genuinely expresses gratitude. So let's start with tips first. So some common things that people do whenever they are trying to reward people for tipping is they'll have something like a daily top tipper postcard, or maybe some kind of little easily mailable art project. And you want to think about this: if you are getting a lot of tips consistently, having a daily top tipper, like physical mailed product reward, can be a lot of work, but it also incentivizes more of those tips. But if you're not getting a lot, maybe you get a $2 tip one day and then you have to mail out a postcard for that, and that's actually kind of a net loss, right? So we want to make sure that the amount of top tip rewards that we're giving people is equal to the amount of tips that we receive, if that makes sense. Another thing you can do is have a creative stream and then be working on maybe a 3D printed object or a photo of something, or maybe an actual painting, and the top tipper receives that. So that's really cool that they know, you're working on something at the end of this, the top tipper is going to be the person that actually gets it. Something that I really liked doing was that I liked to set tip goals for actual products, so people knew that they were donating towards something, not just it's money that's going into my pocket even though I'm a small streamer and I need upgrades for my equipment, right? So I would set a a tip goal for an actual physical product, and then something would happen at the end once we've reached that tip goal. So I'd do something like I'm gonna buy a stream deck from 𝐿𝐷𝐄𝐄, but once we get there, I'm also gonna learn Single Ladies by Beyonce. So that made people a little bit more excited to actually help us reach those goals, because they knew that the stream was going to be affected somehow. We were going to do something silly and fun to kind of celebrate that goal. Couple more things you could do is having a top tip section on your profile, so people are just forever immortalized and they see that they're actually on your profile, so it's cool to kind of see your name on there. And another thing you could do is get chat involved. So anytime that someone subscribes or somebody tips, usually in well-established streams you'll see the chat just explode, right? But the way that you get there is by training your audience in the very beginning. So whenever things like a big tip or a big sub happens, you actually go in and post those emotes yourself, and you just spam everything yourself. After they've seen you do it a couple of times, then you can ask to get them involved. The more that you do something, the more your audience is going to do something as well. So make sure that you're excited, you're posting those emotes, and your community is going to get excited and start just spamming the crap out of your channel, and it'll be awesome, because who doesn't love the emote spam, right? Now you need to be really careful with how much you kind of incentivize tips and promote tipping in your channel, because if you do it too much, it can come across as like you're just streaming for the money. So a good way to kind of combat this is to do a charity stream every once in a while to express to people like, hey, I genuinely care about others and I'm not, not just doing this for the money. Like, yeah, money is awesome. It enables us to keep serving and keep giving the value and keep growing relationships, but also that's not the main reason that we stream. So running a charity stream or finding another way, maybe you have a day where all the tips go to your mods, something like that will really help you combat the negativity that some people can start to have once they see you incentivizing tipping too much. Okay, now let's talk about for subs. So subs are much more valuable than tipping, in my opinion. A subscriber is somebody who has decided that they want to support your channel every month with a little bit of something, and usually those numbers are much more stable than your tipping numbers. Tips are going to be all over the place. Your subs are going to be much more steady. So you want to give your subscribers your everything. That's your base. Those are the people that love you and that support you and that want to not only financially support but want to be a part of that community and want to have a deeper relationship. So how do we make sub rewards that are scalable, express our gratitude, and show that we want to deepen these relationships with people? So we make them an extension of the value that we're already giving people, right? We make it an extension of that relational value. And the way that you do this is you actually have a lot of options because you're online. So you can have something like a private Discord channel for them where you guys just get in the Discord channel, and that is the sub only section, and you're in there more, you're talking in there more because that's your base and those are the people that really care and really want to be with you. You can do something like sub only movie nights, so you guys get together maybe once a month or once every couple of weeks, and you use Rabbit. I'll make sure to leave a link for that down below, but you can use Rabbit and watch a movie together or have a movie marathon together and just take photos of each other, but take photos of yourself and post them in your Discord. Just finding ways to kind of make your community closer and to make everyone more of an actual family. You can do things like following them on social media and then giving them a shout out, maybe on Twitter or Instagram. You can do behind the scenes photos and videos and post them in that same Discord channel. Or you can even have an unlisted YouTube and put up some videos there for them that only subs have access to because you only post the link in that Discord channel. I guess the Discord channel is extremely important for subs, isn't it? Private gaming servers are also really popular, so you can have maybe a private Ark or a Minecraft server, depending on what games your community enjoys watching or the games that obviously you want to kind of focus a little bit more on, but those are usually pretty popular. You could also have monthly live sessions that are only for subscribers or that are more subscriber focused. So you can do a monthly live Q&A where you only answer questions from subscribers, or you can give them access to somebody that you know that they wouldn't have had access to otherwise. So maybe do a live stream where you bring your mom on and you guys are just hanging out and I don't know, maybe she gives embarrassing stories about your childhood, or you make your mom play Dota and she gets really embarrassed because she's bad at it. I did that. It was really fun. Sorry, Mom, I love you. Something I really like to do was I let my subs pick themed nights. So we would have an event stream, which are really great. I'll have to make a video about this, but we would have an event stream and my subs would actually get to pick what they wanted to see. So we've done like Fancy Man streams where I brought up a big like lazy boy recliner and played games and drink whiskey, and we've done a lot of different themes that the subs were able to choose. And so you can set up like a straw poll or something and they can vote on those, or maybe if you're smaller and you are trying to incentivize subscribing in general, each person can pick something. So you just want to make sure that the rewards are scalable depending on what level of subscribers and tippers you are getting. Something that I really like to do even to this day is having sub-only social media. So I have a sub-only Twitter. You can also do like a sub-only Instagram or a sub-only YouTube channel by having like unlisted videos and giving people access to these by communicating with them in that Discord channel. And I love the sub-only Twitter because no matter if I have 1,000 subs or if I have 2, I'm still able to give the same amount of myself and kind of grow that relationship with people and not overexert myself depending on the number of subscribers. So it is extremely easy to scale something like a sub-only social media account. So I highly recommend that. Now, if you guys want to get access to my sub-only Twitter as well as get access to things like coaching or more live interviews with successful streamers or a patron-only podcast, joining my Patreon community is definitely the #1 place to get rewards like this, but then also just to be part of a community of people that genuinely care about their content and are like linking arms together and helping each other solve problems. And also, like I said, I do coaching over there, and that's been extremely helpful for a lot of people. So if that's something you're interested in, head over to patreon.com/ashnichrist and you can get a little more information about that over there. Let me know your favorite way to incentivize new subscribers or tippers down below in the comments. I'm always looking for more creative ways to really deepen my relationship with you guys and with my Discord and everyone else. And if you're new here, slap me on the face right below this video for videos every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday at 4 p.m. Central on how you can pursue your dreams and learn to stream. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Blah.